Good evening and welcome to the Frenzy here on WJCL 22 News. Alongside Preston Harvey, I'm Amy Zimmer. Our Dave Williams and Rick Snow will join us in just a few minutes. Preston, week 9 of the high school football season. Yeah, it came and went under the Friday night lights and it was action-packed.
Oh yeah, playing is just heating up. With just 3 weeks left in the regular season and 3 were a handful of big matchups on tonight.
Yeah, and one of those big region matchups went down in GHSA Region 3 AAA between undefeated Calvary Day and Johnson. Calvary looking to clinch a state playoff spot with the win. Meanwhile, Johnson looking to pull the upset and force a 3-way tie for first place. Cavs up 14-0 at the break. Second half turns into an absolute slugfest. Calvary quarterback and Big 22 member Jake Merklinger, he was taken down there for the quarterback sack, and then Cavaliers punch right back. And then look at this defense. A handful of Cavs took them down. Johnson now backed up to their own end zone, and Calvary Terry Simmons forces a turnover, and yeah, he ends up with the touchdown. Calvary Day goes up 21-0. Seconds left before the end of the third. Merklinger, the 4-star recruit, showing off his legs and gets his team right outside the red zone. They would punch it in for the score, go up 28-0. Yeah, this one all Calvary. 42-0 the final.
In Region 1 5A, Statesboro on the road visiting a tough 5-1 Coffee team. First quarter, quarterback Maurice Hensley takes the snap, rolls right, looking deep, finds receiver Billy Simpson for the first touchdown of the game. Trojans strike first, 7-0. Next drive for Coffee, Hensley under pressure, scrambling, dodging the defender, still on his feet, able to find a wide open Simpson for another touchdown. Trojans grab a 14-0 lead. Statesboro now looking to get things going in the second. Quarterback Cam Michaels scrambles, unable to find an open receiver, says no problem. Uses his legs to pick up 32 yards. Blue Devils settle for a field goal to cut the lead 14-3. Coffee would score another touchdown in the second quarter to take a 21-3 lead into the half. Statesboro would ultimately fall the final 35-3.
Well, arguably the biggest GHSA region matchup of the night was in Region 3 Quad A between New Hampstead and Wayne County. Our Dave Williams is in Jessup with the highlights.
Well, it's a pretty important game here tonight at JC Stadium in Jessup between the host Wayne County Yellow Jackets and the visiting New Hampstead Phoenix. Both teams come into tonight's contest tied with Benedictine for the top spot in Region 3 Quad A, and each have a 5-1 overall record. And for Wayne County, it's been quite the turnaround this year after a winless 2021 campaign. And it's the Yellow Jackets striking first in this one, capping off their first possession as Chevron Booker finds the payoff pasture, cueing the LED lights at JC Stadium, and a 7-0 Wayne County lead. New Hampstead, though, would answer back on the first play of the second quarter as Paulie Seeley finds Malachi Lannon in the end zone for the TD, and we're tied at 7 apiece. Then the Phoenix offense goes to work on their next possession. Caleb Smith with a strong running, and he just keeps fighting for additional yardage. That drive would lead to a go-ahead field goal. But this was like a heavyweight fight with both teams throwing haymakers at each other. Back comes Wayne County. Matthew Fuller with a great run down inside to the New Hampstead 5-yard line. Then it's Fuller taking the direct snap and finishing the drive off with a short jaunt to the end zone. 14-10 Wayne County, and cue those LED lights once again. And the Jackets would go on to win an overtime thriller 31-24. In Jessup, Dave Williams, WJCL 22 News.
Thanks, Dave. Over at Island Stadium, Appling County making the trip from Baxley to take on Windsor Forest in Region 3 AA action. The Pirates travel, and the team making it worth the trip. First play of the opening drive, Pirates quarterback Dason Griffiths launches a rocket into the atmosphere, connects with Camden Hickox in stride, takes it to the house. Talk about a welcome back present. The junior receiver playing his first game back from injury. Appling County up 7-0. First quarter still. Windsor Forest trying to get something going, however, loses the ball. Appling County recovers and quickly capitalizes. Griffiths hands it off to Jamarian Williams, coming right at you. Tight ropes the sideline all the way into the end zone. Pirates jump out to a 14-0 lead. All Appling County in this one, 38-0 the final.
Switching gears to non-region action, however, a tough test. The Bethesda Blazers hosting the Northside Christian Academy Crusaders. Jump into the third quarter, Bethesda leading 16-15. Quarterback Tristan Randall with the handoff to fullback Noah Jenkins, able to find the gap in the defense for the nice game before being brought down. Next drive for the Crusaders, quarterback Jefferson McCollum takes the snap, throws to receiver Jake Jeffrey up the middle, picking up extra yards on the ground. Fourth quarter action, same score. McCollum looks for Jeffrey up the middle again. However, this pass unable to handle. Ball is picked off by linebacker Marcus Harris, taking this one all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Bethesda going for two. Randall with the QB keeper and will not be denied for the two-point conversion. Blazers take a 24-15 lead. Bethesda would hold on to win this game. That final, 32-15 Bethesda.
The Skis of AAA hitting the road to Pinewood Prep, where the Hilton Head Prep Dolphins still in the hunt for its first win of the season. To the third quarter, Dolphins quarterback Wyatt Harmer in the air, and it's wide receiver Sean Graham taking it all the way for the 70-yard touchdown. Hilton Head Prep fired up and tried to carry the momentum into their very next drive. Harmer just letting it rip. However, pays for it this time. Look out, looking for his receiver, picked off by Pinewood Prep's Grady Fuller. Pinewood Prep goes on to win 48-7 the final. All right, coming up, we're taking you to the Carolina Clash Game of the Week.
Plus more matchups in the Peach State, including Benedictine's big homecoming game.
Yeah, that's straight ahead right here on The Frenzy. Welcome back to The Frenzy here on WJCL 22. Time to get right out to our Carolina Clash Game of the Week. Preston, take us there.
Oh yeah, Thomas Hayward Academy at Buford Academy. Both teams looking to bounce back from losses. Second quarter, Eagles leading 10-6. Quarterback Brandon Din throws the deep ball to Bryce H, able to make the catch, enough for a first down. That big gain leads to this. Denon with the QB keeper to punch it in for the touchdown. Buford up 17-6. Rebels possession now, quarterback Dietrich Schubert hands off to Tony O'Banner, shooting up through the gap, able to use his blockers for the big gain, enough for a first down before being tripped up on the play. Next play, O'Banner punches in the touchdown for the Rebels. 2-point conversion is good. Buford Academy takes a 17-14 lead into the half. The Eagles will hold on to win that final 31-27.
What a game. Hey, in Region 3, Quad A reigning state champs Benedictine looking to go 2 in a row in region play.
Oh yeah, the Cadets looking for a win on homecoming at Memorial Stadium against Southeast Bullock.
And our Rick Snow has the recap.
The Cadets have been rolling since facing some stiff competition early in the season and are 1-0 in region play. The Yellow Jackets, meanwhile, are 1-1 in region play and have some stiff competition yet to come, but a win over BC would be a big step toward a playoff berth. Benedictine receives the opening kickoff, and Thomas Blackshear takes it at the 8-yard line and races upfield, getting some nice blocks, uses a stiff arm, and races down the sideline all the way to the 14, a return of 78 yards. Moments later, Zaquan Bryan does the rest, diving over from the 2-yard line, and it was 7-0 Cadets. The defense was tough, stopping the running game as Jeremiah Thomas and John Brenton stopped the play for no gain. That forces the Yellow Jackets to the air, but Gage DiGiovanni's pass is picked off by Cody Brinson near midfield, and BC was back in business. On the next play, Luke Kromenhoek goes up top to a streaking Blackshear, who hauls it in at the 10-yard line and lunges for the end zone for a 33-yard touchdown, and it was 14-0 Cadets, and BC rolls on to a 52-7 victory to remain unbeaten in Region 3 Quad A. From Memorial Stadium, Rick Snow, WJCL 22 News.
Jenkins leading 3-0 in the second quarter and had Greenbrier pinned deep in their own territory. Malik Leverett gets the handoff, pushed back into the end zone and tackled there for a safety led by Joshua Pridgeon and Lorenzo Cohen. It's 5-0 Warriors. On the Warriors' next possession, Trenton Rhodes gets the ball, turns that into a 45-yard gain all the way down to the 2-yard line to set up a touchdown. Trenton Rhodes finishes it off with the quarterback sweep, and it was 12-0 Jenkins. Just seconds before the halftime, Brooks Kramer rolls out to his left, finds Ty Jones in the end zone for a touchdown, cuts the lead to 12-7 at the half. Jenkins goes on to win a 32-25 victory to improve to 1-1 in region play.
Back in the Low Country for Esquiza Region 7 Quad A action. The Bluffton Bobcats at home facing a 6-1 James Island squad. Under 9 minutes in the first quarter, quarterback with a deep ball to receiver Wushi Revenell for the first touchdown of the game. Field goal good. Trojans take a 7-0 lead over Bluffton. Bobcats drive now 4th and 3. Quarterback Brandon Bryant takes a snap looking for his receiver Justin Lindier, able to make the difficult grab for the completion. Enough for a first down. Bluffton would end the drive with the field goal, 7-3 Trojans. Next drop for James Island, same score. Quarterback Liam Nixon takes the snap. Quick pass and is picked off by linebacker Jaquin Williams, taking this one all the way to the house with a pick six. Bluffton grabs a 10-7 lead. Bluffton would ultimately fall to James Island at home. That final 56-10.
Staying in Region 7 Quad A, the Hilton Head Island Seahawks at Lucy Beckham. How about this play for Hilton Head? Rolling out, finds Riley McRaken, and what a grab for the score. Seahawks looking good, 7-0. Back comes Lucy Beckham, the Bengals slinging as well. Check it out, AJ Cutt going to be in stride, and look at the wheels on him. That's a touchdown, knotted up at 7. It would come down to this late kick in the game for Lucy Beckham. Jake Wheel from 37 yards, and it's good. Lucy Beckham gets a huge win tonight over Hilton Head, 19-17 the final.
Esquiza Region 7 Quad A action continues. The May River Sharks on the road at Colleton County. May River's Jaden Jones with the short yardage touchdown run. Sharks not done yet. 2-point conversion makes it 14-0 May River. Sharks get the ball back fast. Check this out. Cougars botch the kickoff return. May River recovers. Sharks all fired up and take advantage. It's Darion Perry on the carry and muscles his way through. Missed extra point, May River up 20-0. That's just in the first quarter. May River only gives up one score to go on to win big, 45-7.
All right, and on the college football stage, the number 4 Clemson Tigers back on WJCL this Saturday night. The Tigers looking to remain undefeated as they travel to Florida State for the first time since 2018. Kickoff set for 7:30. Just one of the many big matchups that we're set to have tomorrow night right here on WJCL. I know you'll be bringing all those highlights.
Oh, yeah, you know it. And I'm so excited. Georgia Southern versus James Madison. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ranked opponent. Going to be a good one. All right, that wraps up week 9 of the Frenzy. Thanks so much for joining us. For Preston Harvey, I'm Amy Zimmer. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.